Each end user is going to have access to their own individual account within McAfee. They'll be able to log into their control console with an email address and a password. First-time users, they're going to need to create a password. Click on this link here. It's going to ask you to enter in your email address in the window provided. Now there's two options. You can email the password information to my primary email address, which is shown in the window there, or email the password information to my domain contact. That'll send the password to whoever the administrator is on your account. For this example, we're going to send it to ourselves. We'll see the confirmation here, and we can then go to our email, pull up that notification, and click on the link provided. If the link does not work, you can always copy and paste that into your browser. Takes us back to a very familiar screen, but here our username is already entered, and we now need to create a password, and we need to confirm that password. We'll press sign in, but the password did not meet our minimum requirements of 8 characters, including combination of 3 groups, letters, numbers, and symbols. It's very strict. So we'll now enter in a valid password that does meet the requirements, and we'll press sign in, and we're asked to provide one security question. Pick one that you will remember most, enter in your answer, and you'll sign in. We're now immediately routed to our actual quarantine report. This is where McAfee will have messages that are questionable spam. These are messages that are not blatant spam, but these are messages that they would want you to actually release if it is something good or clean. Chances are the messages in here, they are blatant spam, so you can actually ignore them if you would like. You could go back in time as far as 14 days to see what your quarantine summaries look like the previous days. First tab we're going to look at is preferences. This is where you can change your password, you can change your security question, your time zone, the language. You can show how many entries you want on the home screen there with your quarantine report. And you could also change how frequent you would like to see this quarantine report actually emailed to your primary inbox. I personally like mine sent to me once per day. McAfee's development team, they are looking to add more, so you will be able to receive a quarantine report multiple times per day. It would be nice to have one in the morning and then again in the afternoon towards the end of your workday. You could also choose if you want to see this in plain text or in HTML. After you have all your changes established here and you're ready to roll, all you have to do is press apply. And you'll see your confirmation at the bottom of the screen. Next, we're going to look at aliases. Within aliases, this is where you can add an alias email address. Now, this must be a valid email address. I'm going to put in a fake one just so you can see what happens. We'll press new, and we're going to receive an error. Check with your email administrator and make sure that you have a proper alias, so then that way you can add this to your quarantine. The next tab over is quarantine, and again, that is the first screen that you'll see every time that you do log into your control console. You can always go back at least 14 days. Now let's check out email continuity. Continuity is disaster recovery. In the event of your server ever going down, you'll be able to log into your message center and send and receive mail from here. But as you can see, incoming mail is being delivered normally, and it's not accessible here. Our server's up. If it was down, you'll be able to continuously send and receive mail here, and it will sync back up to your server after you're back up and running. Next, we're going to look at our allowed senders. Here's where you can actually enter in individual email addresses, or if you have an allowed senders list, you'll be able to load that in here. For this demonstration, I'm just going to add an individual just so you can see how it's done. After you add them, you press New. You'll see them appear in the list above. And then you're ready to roll to your block senders. But wait. We never actually applied the changes to our allowed senders. All you'll have to do is press that apply button. And then you can go to your block senders, and just like the allowed senders, you can add them individually. You can add a block senders list. After you add your blocked senders, again, you're going to want to press that apply button. Otherwise, the changes will not take place. Press apply, you receive your confirmation that it was updated successfully. If you ever needed to delete a block sender, it's as simple as checking a radio box and then pressing the apply button. For additional help, you can always press the help button and you can pull up whatever the latest content changes may be, if there's been any updates, any new releases, or contact your primary administrator and they'll be able to get in touch with our support team and they'll be able to walk them through whatever changes or whatever assistance they may need. Thank you.